Hi again. This is Alex recording in advance of the Chemistry in Motion event that's taking place on January 29th. And I want to talk a little bit more about the role of sensuality and sexuality and of safety and comfort and of the skills that we are supporting and facilitating at this event. So if you've seen the earlier recording, the most recent one, you know that in the early part of the event, we'll be practicing contact improv skills. This, it's almost in a sense a martial art. You may know that contact improv dance was inspired by Steve Paxton, who was a high-level Aikido master. And contact improv as a dance is definitely rooted in the skill that is central to Aikido. But again, in a sense, it's a martial art of relationship, and certainly in the way that it's practiced at Chemistry in Motion. So as you also know, if you saw the earlier video, we'll be practicing certain skills in consent, skills around inviting, requesting, offering. And this dance form can be, and most of the dances that take place are in the realm of playfulness and athleticism and creativity and just exploring the unknown in such a beautiful and innocent way. And Chemistry in Motion as an event also supports honoring of an authentic honoring of each of our experience in terms of any feeling of attraction that may exist of any form, including in terms of sexual attraction, which is a very broad definition, because just looking into somebody's eyes might, depending on the two people involved, there may be this dynamic. And some people, they define sexual attraction very specifically around a goal seeking of intercourse or of some kind of stimulation in that way. And I'm speaking of it very broadly. It could be just the fact of your gender and another person's gender, and that plays a role in the energy of appreciation that you feel. So recently there's been there's been a document that's been floating around the community with expressions of some of the difficulty that particularly women experience in relationship with some of their experiences with men in this form in contact improv. And one of the wonderful things about Chemistry in Motion and Communica Dance is that we're working to develop the skills not only in the contact improv dance, but also in our own listening to one another and really being able to meet in the dance where that dance fits for both people who are in contact with one another, and never to impose anything, but to honor one another. And so that is a huge central skill to contact improv, is that listening experience. And then also one of the skills that we're working to develop is, because in that document that I mentioned, there's a lot of expression of how difficult it can be in the presence of discomfort or somebody who may be imposing, how to let them know, look, this dance doesn't feel comfortable for me, and to either work with that dance so that it can be one of comfort and pleasure and joy, or to simply say, look, I'm choosing to dance with someone else. And there's a skill involved in that communication as well. So there's always the nonverbal communication that is central to the dance. And also, we're working on the skill of verbal communication and providing in this environment the support for that. So you are most welcome to come to this event, regardless of whether you're single or partnered, and regardless of the form of your relationship. If you are partnered, prevalent in our society in North America is the notion of a monogamous relationship, and less prevalent is what you may be familiar with as being polyamorous relationship. Some people talk about polysensuality. So, you need to, each of us needs to find our own values in this way and comfort in this way, and who we choose to share with in whatever way we choose to share that is right for each of us and that honors all of us. And so that mutuality is a skill to be developed within the frame of those values, and always to honor the other person, to honor what their values are, so as never to impose. So I hope this, let me say one last thing, which is, don't come on the prowl. This is, as I said, singles, couples, coming with your partner or on your own is totally fine. But come without expectation. Come with an innocence and an openness to what you experience, honoring your own experience authentically, and really listening to one another to enjoy the simplicity, the beauty of the dance for what it offers.